Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Blues Baseball. We're on the air for our game before Independence Day, but today we celebrate the 4th of July here at Sinsheimer Stadium. It's game 25 of the Blues' 76th season of existence in the California Collegiate League. It's another battle in the CCL South between the Blues and the Arroyo Seco Saints. Hi again, everybody. I'm Zach Ebrahim. This is one of the funnest days of the year. We get the biggest crowd the entire season. We always get a good ball game, and the atmosphere, as always, does not disappoint. But just such a unique venue here at Sinsheimer Stadium, and this place is absolutely packed to the brim as we bring you our starting lineups announced by our PA announcer, Jim Siebert, who's been doing a great job. Jim has to hold the crowd for an extra 30 minutes as we open our gates early, and we don't close them until our fireworks show, so stay tuned for our fireworks show after the conclusion of the ball game tonight. We'll be bringing that to you as soon as the final out is recorded. But first, a ball game to play between the Blues and Saints. Just an absolutely perfect day, and we're so happy to have you along with us. Blues looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. It's their first of the season, and it seems like they're just due at this point. After blowing a lead to the Foresters yesterday, they're ready to put on a show for the Blues faithful who have come out. Full attendance, packed house here at Sinsheimer Stadium. And right now we're going to step aside for a rendition of the national anthem. I'll be back with you afterwards for starting lineups and first pitch. Wonderful job by the Central Coast Harmony Chorus. We get one of our better national anthems of the year, and isn't that fitting? So today we celebrate America, we celebrate Independence Day, and after our anthem we're going to get you set. Welcome you to the press box first. Hi again, everybody. I'm Zach Ebrahim. Just in the best mood today. Game 25 of this season, the biggest crowd on hand, an atmosphere unlike anything we see all season, and it's just such an awesome day to be a part of the Blues and the entire Blues organization. Today we celebrate Independence Day. Everyone celebrates Independence Day a different way. Maybe you have a barbecue with your friends and you have the grill on and you bring the friends and family over. Maybe you enjoy baseball the entire day. Maybe you enjoy fireworks. You wait the whole day to light off your fireworks. What if I told you there was a place where you could do all three? That's exactly what we're doing here at Sinsheimer Stadium. We got food, we got the grill open, we got the barbecue, we got a fireworks show after the ball game. Of course, it's the Blues and Saints on the Blues Streaming Network, and we're happy to be bringing you first pitch in a matter of moments. Let's get you set with the starting lineup for the Arroyo Seco Saints, led by Aaron Milam. Here's how they line up today. Our starting lineup is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Drew Cowley, Mr. Saints. He'll lead off in his 4th season with the Arroyo Seco Saints. He'll DH. Max Blessinger's the right fielder. Kyson Donahue's at short. Matt Wong, who's just had quite a series against the Blues. This is the 4th meeting between these two teams this summer. Nathan Becker's the first baseman, followed by Peyton Holt, who's at second. Matt Marlowe is the third baseman. Jeff Bowser plays left, and Cooper Harris will do the catching tonight. Again, our starting lineups brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Guaranteed Rate, low rates, fast application, fast closing. Let's get you into your dream home. No fast clothing, fast closing. Guaranteed Rate. Thank you for sponsoring our starting lineup today. Let's get you ready for first pitch. And we say hello to Bryson Van Sickle, making his 7th start of the season for the Blues. That's the most of any Blues starter, and it's when they need it the most. Let's actually get you to the field, out of the press box. Here we go. Van Sickle against Drew Cowley. What a matchup we have just to get things underway. Van Sickle, the lefty, fires ball 1, and we are officially underway, celebrating Independence Day here at Sinsheimer Stadium. July 3rd, we are off tomorrow on the 4th. We played on the 4th last year. We don't this year, so we're going all out the day before on this beautiful Sunday. That's grounded foul, the count 1-1. Blues are 10-14. They're 6-9 in the South. They dropped to 5th place with the loss to the Foresters last night. They're 5-9 at home, and as mentioned, have lost 3 straight for the first time this season. That's grounded foul, and the count now 1-2. But they bring their stopper, and arguably their ace. Bryson Van Sickle, a senior out of Utah, hometown of Eagle Mountain. His 1-0 record, 3.98 ERA, 20 1/3 innings pitched, 21 Ks in those innings. Got him looking. Hot sauce to get the day started. That's the first out. Strikes out Drew Cowley looking. And we're underway. Van Sickle picks up his 22nd strikeout of the season. So this is his 7th start, his 2nd start against these Saints for Van Sickle. Last time out, Bryson was fabulous in Pershing Park in Santa Barbara. 4 full innings, only 2 hits, picked up the W. No runs given up in that one either. So with the Blues experiencing a bit of a slide and a dip in their season with the 3 straight losses, this is the man that you want on the mound to try and get you out of that. His 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike, and this is Max Blessinger now, right fielder for the Saints. Blessinger out of Pasadena Community College. That misses for ball 2. Blues and Saints. So far, the Blues have taken 2 of the first 3 meetings between these two teams. Last year, they split 6 games in the regular season. There's a fly ball out to center, and the wind's going to carry that one all the way to the warning track, but the catch is made by Aiden Anderson. Nice running catch by Anderson, and quickly there's 2 out for Kyson Donahue. Donahue out of Hawaii. This is a guy who has done some damage to the Blues as well this season. These two teams first played on June 14th in a 6-5 loss the Blues suffered to the Saints. Since then, they've won 2 straight. The following day, they beat them at Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena, 11-3 the score in that one. Then back on the 18th here at Sinsheimer Stadium, the Blues won 8-6. So this is the 4th meeting between these 2 clubs in the South. The Saints are having a great season so far. That one's bounced to the plate 2-0. They were 22-18 last year. They were 2nd in the South. They finished behind Santa Barbara. But they lost 7 of their last 10 to close out the season. Kind of limped into the playoffs as well. 2-0 pitch. That misses high from Van Sickle. They'd eventually be knocked out of the playoffs by the eventual champion, Healdsburg Prune Packers. The Blues beat them as well in the playoffs, and so that was the 7th game the two teams played. The Blues came out victorious. Strike 1. And the crew chief, our crew chief, punched him out with no strikes, but it is 3-1. Everyone's psyched up. Capacity crowd on hand, and we'll make sure that as soon as we know there's a walk, what the attendance is, the final attendance numbers, we'll make sure to let you know, and we'll make sure to get a few crowd shots mixed in as well. So Donahue works a walk on 5 pitches, and it's the first base runner of the ball game, first for the Saints. And here's Matt Wong. What a year for Wong, especially against the Blues. In 3 games, Matt Wong is 7 for 13 against the Blues with 6 RBI. It's not too shabby. Van Sickle starts him out with ball 1. These two teams played on July 3rd last year when the Blues celebrated Independence Day here at Sinsheimer Stadium. That ended up being a 5-4 Blues win. Throw over to first. It was close, but Donahue got back in safely on the pickoff attempt from Van Sickle. Saints 7-9 on this season. They're 4th in the South, overtook the Blues as San Luis Obispo lost yesterday. High chopper over to first. Mistoni, who's at first today, fields, taps the bag for the unassisted putout, and Van Sickle pitches a scoreless first, and we'll head to the bottom half now. Van Sickle works around the 2-out walk, retires Wong, and we're headed to the bottom of the first. Bring you the starting lineups for the Blues, led by Bob Miller in his 2nd season. Again, our starting lineups brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Here's how the Blues look today. Aiden Anderson leads things off and plays center field, followed by C.J. Maciel, who shifts to the right side of the infield again. He'll man second base. Nathan Shamela will DH. Chase Gallegos will do the catching. Glad to see Gallegos back in the starting lineup after catching a foul ball in the wrong area. Had to exit the game because of injury. Had a day off yesterday. Back in the starting lineup and batting cleanup today. Luke Mistoni is going to get a start at first base. Day off for Zach Tolia. Has been in a bit of a slide. Has started and played every game this season, so day of rest for him. Mistoni, who's impressed as of late on the mound and in the batter's box, gets the start and bats 5th. Cody Darcy's at shortstop. Garrett Brooks is in left. E.J. Kreitzman's in right. And Connor McGuire bats 9th and mans third base. Again, our starting lineup today brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Low rates, fast application, fast closing. Let's get you into your dream home. Let's get you set for the bottom of the first. That's how the Blues line up today. Led by Bob Miller, trying to snap out of a 3-game slide. And they'll have to do it against Keegan Allen, who is making his 2nd start against the Blues this season. Allen, the sophomore, out of Oklahoma. This will be his 4th start. 4.05 ERA and 13 1/3 innings pitched. He's picked up 15 Ks in those innings as well. Last start, he was excellent. 5 full innings, no earned runs, and only 5 hits given up. Against the Blues, he went 4 1/3, 4 earned runs on 4 hits, but did collect 7 strikeouts in the process as well. So Aiden Anderson will lead things off against Keegan Allen. The right-hander will warm. These two teams doing battle on the 3rd, just like they did last year. It's already the best atmosphere in the CCL, Sinsheimer Stadium, but when we fill this place up, pack it to the brim, special night on hand. Got a ball game for you, barbecuing going on, baseball, fireworks. Not sure how else we could celebrate Independence Day anymore. Happy to have you along with us. Aiden Anderson leads off for the Blues. He's the center fielder. And he'll step into the right-handed batter's box to face Keegan Allen, Blues offense getting underway. Their first chance to face Allen tonight. Right-hander set, gets his day underway with a high ball 1. That over the head of Anderson. Sophomore out of Oklahoma, Keegan Allen. 1-0 pitch. That's swung through. Heavy hack by Anderson. Allen out of Prosper City in Texas. College ball in Oklahoma. Summer ball in Pasadena. Ball and a strike to Aiden Anderson. Outfielder out of Xavier takes strike 2 on the outside corner. Blues have lost 3 straight for the first time this season. Frustrating loss yesterday, 7-6 the final against Santa Barbara, who maintain their position first in the South. Blues slip into 5th place. Total of 6 teams in the CCL South. Ball and 2 strikes. Anderson checked his swing, didn't go around, and the count evens. Two and two, the count now to Anderson. Blues trailed 2-0, both those runs coming in the first for Santa Barbara, all the way until the 6th. That game was moving along very quickly. Blues then took the lead. Swing and a miss by Anderson. That's the first out. And a swinging strikeout for Keegan Allen retires Anderson. Here comes C.J. Maciel. After trailing 2-0, Blues would take the lead. They tied it in the 6th and then put up 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th. They led 6-2. Bats came alive late, but then the Foresters plated 3 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th, and they delivered the heartbreaking loss, again the final 7-6. The Foresters' record improved to 12-7, and the Blues fell to 10-14 because of it. Maciel takes ball 1. Playing second base today for San Luis Obispo is Maciel. We've seen him play short and second. Maciel, who's had a great 3-game stretch against these Saints. This is the 4th meeting, and Maciel getting the start again. Pops that one back up and out of play. 1-1 the count now. Maciel has gone 5 for 11 against these Saints. It's his best average against any opponent this entire season that the Blues have seen more than twice. And so he gets the call to man second base and bat second for Bob Miller. Swinging a hot bat against this team. 1-1 pitch from Allen is in there for strike 2. Blues really looked like they were going to coast to a win yesterday. At one point had retired 14 consecutive Foresters. That was the starting staff leading into the bullpen. Maciel takes a ball on the outside. 2-2. And as sharp as the pen looked, Deacon Naj, Cade Van Allen, eventually it was Danny Marshall, who looked sharp in his first inning of work, but then in the 9th, the wheels came off, and the Foresters would plate a couple runs to take the lead and eventually the win from the Blues. Maciel has worked it full, and a payoff pitch coming from Keegan Allen. We're just underway here in the first inning from slow. The payoff from Allen is swung through, hit back at him. He'll field it, tossed to first, and Maciel retired. Thankfully, Allen okay. Fielded the ground ball off his right shin through to first to retire Maciel. 1-3 on the ground out. Here's Nathan Shimela, catcher out of Dartmouth, doing the DHing today. He'll bat third. Shimela made his debut as a Blue in Pasadena against these Saints back in mid-June. Way inside. Shimela in the 3 games against the Saints, he's 3 for 9, couple RBIs and 3 walks as well. One of the most consistent Blues hitters that the team has had all season. Shimela's average at .359. This will be his 11th game. Fouls that one off high and through foul ground on the right side to even the count at 1-1. Shimela's been swinging a hot bat all season. Interestingly, the 3 spot in the order has been where Bob Miller will experiment a little bit. Shimela's been the newest experiment, swinging his hot bat since he's joined the team. 1-1 pitch from Allen is a breaking ball that's swung through for strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes. Allen set, comes home with a 2-strike pitch. Shimela held up. No, he did not. Went around, and it's a swinging strike 3. Allen retires the side in order, picks up 2 Ks on Anderson and Shimela, and it's a scoreless first for both starters. Blues baseball on the Blues streaming network. We're headed to the second inning. And with this short break in the action, we want to thank one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues. Remember how we were talking about barbecue in the open? Well, that's being provided by Old San Luis Barbecue here at the ballpark. So we appreciate their business, feeding our hungry fans with delicious Santa Maria-style barbecue and local craft beers. Are anything better than that when you pair it with a Blues game? I don't really think so either. We're headed to the second inning, and we're back in 90 seconds.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win.
To the second we go, and it'll be Nathan Becker, the Saints' first baseman, leading things off for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Fourth place in the CCL South, trying to get their second win against the Blues this season. And yes, it is fireworks night, brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Stay tuned for our fireworks show after the ball game. Here's a ground ball, hit to second. Play made by Maciel, throw to first, retires Becker on one pitch. Let's get that graphic back up. And we'll add an out here in the second inning. Van Sickle's second inning of work, worked around a two-out walk in the first, and retires Becker on one pitch here in the second. Peyton Holt, who has not started against the Blues yet. This is his first time in game number 4 between these two teams. Ball one to him. Holt, a right-handed batter out of Crowder College. Takes a strike in the count, 1-1. Saints' second baseman waits the 1-1 pitch from the lefty Van Sickle. It's a breaking ball in there for strike 2. First chance for hot sauce from this capacity crowd. Can Van Sickle oblige? He does with a swinging strike 3. There's that change up. Picks up his second K. Well, we talked to Bryson after his outstanding outing in Santa Barbara, where he went 4 full innings, only 2 hits, and those 6 Ks. And we asked him, you know, because in the beginning of the season, he had some up and down starts. He had one in Compton where he didn't pitch into the third. That's ball 1 on the outside. But then against the number 1 team in the South, goes 4 innings, only 2 hits, and 6 Ks, picks up the win. That was his 6th start of the season, and the last time we saw Bryson. Swing and a miss. He mentions that the changeup is his key to success. If he's able to get the swing and miss, if the hitters can't pick up on his change of pace, that is when he's at his best. And his most successful, ball and a strike, painted for strike 2. For every strikeout, a Blues fan is awarded a bottle of Slow Heat hot sauce. Not there as ball 2 is taken. When you purchase a lucky number program here at the ballpark, the possibilities of winning free stuff are endless. We highly encourage it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, I missed in the dirt, ball 3. Hope I'm not making you too jealous for not being here in attendance. We will get you the full attendance number when we have it. Gates never close here on July 3rd as we celebrate Independence Day on a Sunday evening. Payoff pitch from Van Sickle. That's a pop-up. That'll drift. It's playable and caught by Gallegos. Wow, that ball looked like it might carry into the stands, but Chase was under it. Makes the catch for the 3rd and final out. Van Sickle's retired 4 straight, dating back to the 1st inning. What a play. What concentration from Chase Gallegos. And we'll see him to lead off the bottom of the second. Blues bats coming up. Gallegos, Mistoni, and Darcy 4, 5, and 6. The heart of the order. We're back for the bottom of the second after this short break on the Blues Streaming Network. Thanks for hanging out. Bottom of the second underway, Chase Gallegos stands, and he made a phenomenal catch in foul ground. Caught a pop-up right next to the Blues dugout. That ended Bryson Van Sickle's top of the second. Now Keegan Van Allen faces him as he throws him a pitch in the dirt. Gallegos, sophomore catcher out of UNLV, and he's had a good stretch against these Saints as well. 3 for 8, has played 2 games, has a couple doubles. One of those drove in a run last time these two teams played in Pasadena. Good to see Gallegos back out there. Caught a foul ball in the groin 2 games ago and had to be helped off the field and was just writhing in pain, and we had to speculate as to why. Our guy Matt Fernandez, who as always is just on it with what he sees, told us what he thought had happened. He was absolutely right, and Gallegos was really, really dealing with it probably for the rest of the night. And probably the day after, which is why he had the day off yesterday, but back in the starting lineup today, and that's good to see. Doing the catching today for the Blues, Chase Gallegos, and a 2-1 count. Keegan Van Allen retired the side in order in the first, picking up a couple swinging strikeouts as well. No score, and here's a 2-1 pitch. Gallegos pops this one up to center field. The wind will carry it back a ways, and Wong has a beat on it and makes the catch for the first out. Should note that the wind is blowing as aggressively as we've had at a home game this season, again from right to left. And if you can see the American flag just beyond dead center, you see how violently it's moving. But we will definitely see some fly balls carry a lot more than we have in recent days. Here's Luke Mistoni. Mistoni getting the start at first base. Takes a ball in the dirt. We've seen Mistoni pitch 4 1/3 and be excellent in Orange County. We saw him hit in the beginning of the season. Mistoni was signed as a pitcher, and I learned that today. Luke Mistoni was signed as a pitcher on his way to Cal State Fullerton, but his first appearances as a Blue were in the batter's box. And on the season, in 16 at-bats, he's hitting .313. He had a go-ahead RBI single in yesterday's ballgame. He gave the Blues their first lead in the bottom of the 7th with an RBI single. He made it 3-2. Blues, unfortunately, wouldn't hold on. But Mistoni, who was signed as a pitcher, has been excellent as a pitcher with a 1.08 ERA and a couple starts. He's hitting 300 plus with the bat, and Bob Miller is very impressed with this kid who's on his way to Cal State Fullerton. Hasn't even played college baseball yet. Takes a strike on the outside corner. On his way to Cal State Fullerton, and they've got a good one coming. Great pitcher, good hitter, even better guy, and his birthday, on top of all that, is in 6 days. Strike two, and he'll get back in there with the count full. Luke Mistoni getting the start at first base, giving Zach Tolia a much-needed day of rest. Fouls one off. Good battle going here. Sixth pitch of the at-bat coming here. Allen to Mistoni. Ball four? Yep, ball four, and he'll work a walk. One out walk for Mistoni, and he's safe at first. First base runner for the Blues. Cody Darcy now, Blues shortstop. Saw Darcy play third yesterday. He'll shift over to his natural position at short. Connor McGuire is manning the hot corner. That pitch gets away. Wild one from Allen. Mistoni takes second base, and he's in scoring position. Ball out of Allen's hand. Darcy knew it. Got through the legs of Harris, who's doing the catching for the Saints, and he'll have a word with Allen now. Allen's numbers excellent as well this season. This is, again, his fourth start, 4.05 ERA. Good strikeout to walk ratio, but that walk to Mistoni is the seventh he's allowed this season. 3 of those have come against the San Luis Obispo Blues. Allen set to fire the second pitch to Cody Darcy with a runner in scoring position for the Blues. There's a fly ball to center. Going back is Wong. He can't make the catch. Dives for it. It drops against the warning track. Mistoni rounding third. He'll score without a throw. The relay to third is bobbled. It's 1-0 Blues. That's an RBI triple for Cody Darcy, and he puts the Blues in front. Oh, he mentioned how the wind's going to carry balls all the way to the warning track. Something's leaving the stadium today. We don't know who's going to hit it. We don't know what team's going to hit home runs, but that wind is aggressively carrying these fly balls. Darcy hits one to center. Wong lays out, can't make the catch. RBI triple for Darcy, 1-0 Blues, and he's at third for Garrett Brooks. Outside, ball one to Brooks. Left fielder who, this is his second start against the Saints. In his first, he went 0 for 3 with a walk. Getting the call in left again for the second consecutive day. Allen tries the corner and missed again. Blues, who trailed 2-0 yesterday, score 1-0 here in the second. That's just got to be a good feeling for a team that has had timely hitting but not timely pitching, and vice versa in a lot of other games. It just seems like every facet of the game for the Blues, it hasn't all come together in one game. And maybe it has in a few. But it seems like when they get timely hitting, they can't get timely outs. And the pitching has been inconsistent, specifically in the bullpen. Pitching staff has experienced a steady decline in staff ERA on the season. And the offense, as there's a 4-pitch walk to Brooks. The offense, who just had these godly numbers at the start of the season. The Blues were averaging 8.5, 9 runs a game through the first 2 weeks of the season. Since then, it's dropped back down to 6, and we've said that a lot of that is the competition and the teams that they're playing. Every team they play from here on out, other than, I believe, a couple teams from the north, they're all CCL teams. And especially these teams in the south, they've got talent. They've got heavy-duty pitching. Allen is one of those guys, but the Blues have been able to get to him here in the second inning. They're at the corners with 1 out for E.J. Kreitzman. And with that walk to Brooks, half of the walks allowed by Allen have been against the Blues. It's his second walk of the inning.
Let's see, we've got some more birthdays. We've got, I don't know how old you are, Maxine, but it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. You're not saying. There's also Bronson's 9th birthday today. Bronson is celebrating his 9th birthday today. And Jim is 76 today. Not this Jim, it's another Jim. Jim is 76.
E.J. Kreitzman, this is his 10th game as a Blue. The average below 200 at 190 out of La Jolla High School.
Batting number 34, E.J. Kreitzman.
Outfielder out of Columbia. Batting 8th today, right fielder. First pitch from Allen. Checked his swing and took ball 1. They're at the corners with 1 out. Darcy at third. He's the reason they lead 1-0. And Brooks, who just worked a 4-pitch walk, is at first. The 1-0, that's inside and low to Kreitzman, 2-0 the count. Allen struggling a bit with command here in the second inning. Saints are 4-6 on the road. Blues not much better at home, just 5-9, but a chance to turn things around here as Kreitzman fouls one back and out of play. It was funny talking to Bob Miller before this one and talking about if you have players who this might be the largest crowd they've ever played in front of. Maybe you take a kid like Luke Mastoni who hasn't pitched in college yet or played in college yet. What would your advice to them be? And Bob just said, heck, I didn't play in front of crowds like this when I was in college or when I was in summer ball. Kreitzman drills one to right. That ball going back to the wall. That ball off the wall. Kreitzman's got extra bases. The Blues have a 2-0 lead on his RBI double. They've scored again, which means this capacity crowd scores with $3 Miller Lights and Fabulous Wine for the rest of the second inning. RBI double for Kreitzman off the wall. Just missed one out of here. Right center's about 365. He hit that one about 360. 2-0 Blues off the RBI double. Kreitzman's at second. Brooks now at third. Here's Connor McGuire. Connor McGuire, Blues third baseman. First pitch from Allen, outside, ball 1. Played this past season for UC Irvine, had a great season for them. Will be on his way to Cal Baptist in the fall. Ball and no strikes. Quickly 2-0 to McGuire. Allen still struggling with a bit of command here in this inning. The pitch count continuing to skyrocket, and the Blues have gotten to him for 2 walks, 2 extra base hits, and now a 2-0 lead here in the second. And there's 2 runners on. How many more 2s would you like me to say, Matt? 2 more. The count is 2-0. Blues without 2 outs. The pitch. Now 3-0. Blues had close to 1,400 in attendance last night. Can't wait to hear the number today. 3-0 pitch. It's bounced to the plate and taken for ball 4. McGuire works a 4-pitch walk. They're loaded with 1 out for the top of the lineup. Anderson with the bases loaded and 1 out gets a chance to stand in and tack on to the Blues. 2-run innings so far. Chance to add on more. The corners will come in a bit. Becker, who's at first, has his toes on the infield grass. Marlowe at third, a little bit further off the bag. Anderson drills 1 to left. That ball going back. That ball's off the wall. Karams for extra bases. 2 Blues are in. 2 Blues have scored. They've doubled the lead. It's 4-0 on a 2 RBI double from Aiden Anderson. That ball almost threatened to leave. That one off the wall as well. The wind did everything it could. And it's 4-0. 3 walks, 3 extra base hits in the inning, and they lead 4-0. For C.J. Maciel, who stands in 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the pitcher as he hit a soft liner off of the leg of Allen in the first. Allen starts him out with ball 1. RBI triple for Darcy, RBI double for Kreitzman. Anderson tacks on 2 with his RBI double. Ball and no strikes to Maciel. Pops that one up. It's playable for the right side. Becker gives it a look, makes the catch in the shade for the 2nd out. The Blues have officially hit around in the inning. It's Nathan Shamela. 9th and final Blue to come to the plate in this bottom of the 2nd. We talked so much about how the Blues have had to avoid the big inning with their defense and with their pitching. Here's the offense, gives them a big inning here. Already 4 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. 2 Blues in scoring position for Shamela, who swings through strike 1. He struck out swinging back in the first. These 2 teams played 3 times in the span of 4 days. Couple weeks off, they see each other again, and things going the Blues' way. 0-1 to Shamela. Lines this one, caught at third. My goodness, what a play that was by Marlowe. Matt Marlowe catches a line drive over at third to end the inning. Runner stranded on 2nd and 3rd, but not before the Blues tack on 4. Mistoni walked, and Darcy tripled him in. Brooks walked, and Kreitzman doubled in Darcy. McGuire walked, and Anderson doubled in Kreitzman and McGuire. It's a lot to keep track of, but we'll make sure to recap it throughout the rest of this ball game. But through 2, the Blues lead 4-0, and they'll send Bryson Van Sickle out to the mound for his 3rd inning of work, this time with a cushion. And we'll see Jeff Bowser, Cooper Harris, and Drew Cowley. 8-9-1 for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Blues looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. Looking good so far. Still early, top of the 3rd. Happy Independence Day. We're celebrating it here a day early at Sinsheimer Stadium. You want to talk about throwing a party? We are throwing a party here. There's a baseball game going on. There's barbecue. We got fireworks afterwards. I'm not quite sure what's better than this. We will pause and take a short break. We'll catch our breath after what was an absolutely spectacular inning. We'll be back with you in 60 seconds for the top of the 3rd. Thanks for hanging out. To the third we go. And it begins with ball one. Van Sickle facing Jeff Bowser for the first time this evening. Bowser 2 for 7 in 2 games against the Blues. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes strike one. You know, Matt, I just said it to you while we were off the air that the Blues had an inning like that last night where they played at 4 in the bottom of the 7th, but it was a lot more walks, a lot more soft liners, specifically singles. They were tearing the cover off the baseball in that bottom of the 2nd. 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles, 1 triple. And here's a 2-1 pitch that is grounded foul. We'll update the count as it has become 2-2.
That was his 30th pitch.
Thank you, Matt. That was the 30th pitch thrown by Bryson Van Sickle in his 3rd inning of work. And that's right where you want it for the senior out of Utah. Two balls, 2 strikes. Van Sickle set, comes home. Fouled back. Two balls, 2 strikes. Van Sickle got him swinging. That's his 3rd strikeout. Dating back to the 1st, he has sat down 5 in a row. Cooper Harris stands in, the Saints catcher. First pitch is fouled straight back by him. Van Sickle's 2nd. What were you saying, Matt? That's his first pitch strike, and he's still been dealing like that? All right. Nothing in 1. Nothing in 2 on a half-hearted swing and a miss. Harris out of Wichita State, playing his college ball in Pasadena. The Saints play at Jackie Robinson Field right across the street from the Rose Bowl. We unfortunately don't go there again this season, but it's a good venue. Nothing in 2. Inside and missed with ball 1. Saints 7-9 this season. Again, they're 4th in the South. They're behind Santa Barbara, Conejo, and MLB Academy. That's where the Blues were yesterday, but by virtue of losing to Santa Barbara, they dropped to 5th. Orange County's in last place. The 1-2 pitch. Swung through for strike 3. He got him. There's 2 out. Back-to-back Ks from Van Sickle. He's retired 6 in a row. Well, here's Drew Cowley, and they don't call him Mr. Saint for nothing. This is his 4th season with the program. Van Sickle fires in, and he swings through strike 1. Drew Cowley out of Oregon. Last season overall for the Arroyo Seco Saints, he hit .362. He drove in 23 runs and hit 4 home runs. Nothing in 1. Now nothing in 2. Beautifully placed change, and it gets Van Sickle ahead. Cowley loved playing the Blues last year. In 7 games against the San Luis Obispo Blues, Drew Cowley went 13 for 23. That pitch in the dirt. And let's not just gloss over that. 13 for 23 in 7 games against the Blues with 5 RBIs and 5 doubles. Mr. Saint, one of the greatest the organization has ever had in terms of his loyalty to the program, his character on and off the field. Just a class act and really fun player to watch. Arrived a bit late doing the DHing. Usually we love to see him field ground balls over at 3rd. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Van Sickle comes home. Got him looking, strike 3. Van Sickle strikes out the side in the 3rd. And he struck out Cowley twice looking. That's now 5 Ks for Van Sickle. Boy, does he look good. Well, the Blues hit around in the second. That means that Gallegos, for the second consecutive inning, will lead off, this time in the bottom of the third, facing still Keegan Allen in there for the Saints. Lead is 4-0 Blues. Hey, one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues is Club Cannon. And we want to give a shout out to Club Cannon because we got to use their CO2 tanks that they supply for the Blues here at Sinsheimer Stadium. Every time the Blues score, the CO2 cannons go off. So thank you to Club Cannon for providing those. Club Cannon premium special CO2 effects. Don't go anywhere else for your CO2 effects needs. Check out Club Cannon at clubcannon.com. And we'll be back for the bottom of the third in 60 seconds. Bottom of the third starts out with Chase Gallegos at the plate, taking ball one from Keegan Allen, exactly how the bottom of the second started. Gallegos actually led off the inning with a long fly out to center, so the Blues did all their scoring, 4 runs in that bottom of the second. They did it with 1 out, and they didn't get their second and third until Maciel and Shamela were retired in order to end the inning. It just looks kind of funny on the score sheet, doesn't it, when you look at the second inning? One ball and 1 strike to Chase Gallegos. Popped up, out of play. That's a souvenir for a lucky fan. A lot of competition for these foul balls tonight. Plenty of kids in the crowd. They've brought their gloves, and they've brought their determination to leave this game having collected a foul ball. As Allen collects a strikeout to Gallegos, throw to first completes that. It's a swinging strike 3 that sets down Chase, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the third. Mastoni takes a strike. He walked in the bottom of the second after Gallegos was retired, and that was the first of 6 consecutive Blues to reach safely. Swings through strike 2. Good pitch from Allen. Count 0-2. Mastoni on his way to Cal State Fullerton. The pitch. Grounded to the left side. Play made deep in the 6 hole. Oh my goodness, Mastoni beat it out. What a play by Donahue to make it close. Mastoni beats out the ground ball. Man, that was deep in the 6 hole. But an infield single for Mastoni. He's reached twice. Darcy stands in. RBI tripled. The bottom of the second. That drove in Mastoni, who's safe at first now. Ball 1. Darcy played this past year at the University of Texas San Antonio. Currently in the transfer portal. and waiting to see where he'll take his talents. Darcy's second in RBIs on the team with 12. Behind Zach Tolia, who has 19 to lead the team, but Tolia has been in a bit of a slide. And with the fact that he has played and started every single game, Bob Miller opting to give him a day off, day of rest. 2-0 pitch, swung through by Darcy. So Mastoni gets the start at first. He's walked and singled, and Darcy gets the start at short. He's 1 for 1 with his RBI triple. Came last inning. Allen looking for a much quicker second out here in the third. His 2-1 pitch, and Darcy swings through strike 2. Healthy hacks from Darcy in this AB. Blues have 3 hits. Excuse me, now 4. Mastoni's last hit, that's their first single. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Got him looking. Darcy takes strike 3. There it is, a quicker second out for Allen. Sets down Darcy on strikes, and that's Allen's 4th K. Garrett Brooks. Blues left fielder stands in. Walked back in the second. Allen starts him out with ball 1. His 1-0 pitch gets the call on the corner, 1-1. Two outs, bottom third. Runner on first is Luke Mastoni. The pitch inside, and a good stick by Harris, not letting that one get away. Hey, if you're in the live chat, make sure to let us know where you're watching from, where you're tuning in from. Even if you're here at the stadium, let us know. 2-1 pitch. Brooks swings through strike 2. We love to hear it. Let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know what you're doing tomorrow on the 4th. We have a day off. We won't be bringing you a ball game. Blues get a day off tomorrow, so we'll celebrate Independence Day in style tomorrow. We're doing it, throwing a party here on Sunday at Sinsheimer Stadium, but feel free to let us know. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's keep it PG, though. Swing and a miss by Brooks. That ends the third, and we're headed to the 4th with our score still 4-0. Give you a glimpse of today's capacity crowd. It's the largest that we get all year here at Sinsheimer. Beer 1. How busy is Beer 1? Shout out to Juan. Shout out to Taylor. Everyone helping out over at Beer 1. Follow all the way down our guy Brendan Fisher, Director of Merchandise. Selling merch like crazy, getting a little bit of help from our guy Marco. Marketing tent directly below. We pan around. That's right in front of the press box here. Over to our right, there's Beer 2. And this place is filled to the brim. Best atmosphere in the CCL. We're so lucky to be here and lucky enough to be bringing you Blues baseball for a second consecutive season. I'm Zach Ebrahim, and I'll be back in 90 seconds. Thanks so much for hanging out. settle in for the fourth. And Sickle, ball one to Max Blessinger, Saints right fielder. Van Sickle, dating all the way back to the first, has retired 7 in a row. Announcers jinx firmly in place as a fly ball is hit into the right center gap by Blessinger. He'll round second, a chance to make this a triple, and he will. It's a triple for Blessinger to lead off the top of the fourth. It's the first hit for the Saints. And Blessinger swings away at the second pitch he sees from Van Sickle. And a good diving attempt by Anderson. That cannot go without saying. But the first hit for the Saints is a triple, leads off the fourth, and here comes Kyson Donahue. That makes Blessinger now against the Blues this summer 7 for 14. Donahue takes strike one. Donahue walked back in the first. He was the first Saints base runner. Gets the call on the corner 0-2. Saints get their first hit on the Blessinger triple. He's at third with no one out. 0-2 pitch. Donahue. Pitch gets away. That'll be the first run. Wild pitch from Van Sickle with a runner at third. Plates the first run for the Saints. Count is 1-2 to Kyson Donahue. And the Saints are on the board. Blessinger triples, scores on the Van Sickle wild pitch. And Donahue takes low ball two. Two balls and two strikes. Van Sickle comes home. Soft grounder to second. Maciel, toss with the glove to first. Beautifully done, one out. 4-3 retires Donahue. Here comes Matt Wong. Base is empty after Blessinger tripled, scored on a wild pitch. Donahue just grounded out. Wong grounded out to first unassisted to end the first inning. And Sickle, ball one. Thank you, Matt. 49 pitches for Van Sickle. Here's the 50th on a 1-0 count to Matt Wong. In there for a strike. The pitch. Grounded foul. Matt Wong, also out of Hawaii. Him and Donahue both attend the same university. Teammates at the University of Hawaii. A ball and two strikes. Van Sickle got him looking. Strike three. Two out for Van Sickle. That's his sixth strikeout. Slide piece. Curveball, excuse me. That gives Van Sickle 27 strikeouts on the season. Math's hard. Ball one. Did you see how long 21 plus 6 took me? 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Oh, my goodness. I remember, yeah, you were on the calculator. Oh, my God. Matt, I don't know if I could do your job. I don't know if I could do stats. Count 2-0. There's two outs in the inning. That's popped up, and that'll drift. That hangs in the air for a while. ends up in the opposing bullpen. Count 2-1. Six Ks through 3 2/3 for Bryson Van Sickle. Two one now. Oof, breaking ball in there. Strike two. Two balls and two strikes. Here comes Van Sickle. Miss low. Couldn't induce a swing with that pitch. Counts full to Nathan Becker, Saints first baseman. Payoff pitch. That's another soft grounder to second. Maciel throws to first. Inning over. To the bottom of the fifth we go. Blues bats coming up after Van Sickle works around the triple from Blessinger. He then scored on a wild pitch, but he retires Donahue, Wong, and Becker in order to end the fourth, and Van Sickle has been excellent again. Blues bats coming up. It'll be Kreitzman, McGuire, and Anderson when we come back. Before we take our break, we want to thank one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues. We want to thank Splash Cafe. Splash Cafe has been a favorite destination in Pismo Beach, California since 1989, and they have the best clam chowder in the Central Coast. Check out splashcafe.com for their delicious menu. We're taking a short break, and we'll be back. Blues Baseball and the Blues Streaming Network. Thanks for hanging out. We're in the bottom of the fourth with the Blues coming to the plate, and E.J. Kreitzman set to lead things off against Keegan Allen, who settled in to have a much quicker bottom of the third after the Blues plated 4 and hit around in the bottom of the second. He'll start Kreitzman out with strike one. A 1 pitch. Breaking ball in there. Strike two. Donahue struck out the side in the third, worked around to Mastoni single. That was the first Blues hit. That wasn't an extra base hit. He's got 5 Ks. Ahead 0-2 on Kreitzman, who doubled to score a run against him in the bottom of the second. That pitch in the dirt. Good to see Kreitzman showing off the power stroke again. This is a man who homered in his first at-bat as a Blue on the first pitch he saw. In a 1-2 count, Allen fires outside. Allen set, fires a 2-2 pitch. Kreitzman sends that one through the right side for a base hit and a single for EJ. He's 2 for 2. McGuire, who walked back in the second, stands in with Kreitzman at first and no outs. In the bottom of the fourth, off-speed pitch, feathered in there, strike one. McGuire, this is his ninth game as a Blue, the average at 214 coming into play. Worked his second walk as a Blue. Back in the second inning. Takes outside, 1-1 the count now. One pitch from Allen. Foul back, 1-2. Ball and two strikes to McGuire. His two-strike pitch. That gets away. It's wild, and it got away from Harris, and that allows Kreitzman to take second base. He's in scoring position with no one out. Mastoni, who singled in the third, actually did reach second on a wild pitch from Allen, so that's his second. Van Sickles thrown one, that scored a run. But Darcy and Brooks both struck out with Mastoni in scoring position, so our score remains 4-1. McGuire takes high, ball 3, and the count's been worked full. Blues threatening again with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. McGuire worked to walk his first time. We'll see what Allen has for him on this payoff pitch. It's another ball 4. And the second walk worked by McGuire. Anderson stands in. Brought in 2. 2-run double. He had it in the second. He's the reason the score is 4-1. Stands in with runners on first and second. There's nobody out. Allen trying to get out of another jam. His first pitch to Anderson is outside for ball 1. Aiden Anderson stands in, waits a 1-0 pitch from Allen. Missed again, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Blues center fielder. He's been doing a good job out there. Not too bad with the bat either. Inside, almost hit him, 3-0. You want to know how nice of a guy Aiden Anderson is? When I went down to the pen today, or the dugout, I should say, he stopped me. He said, "Hey, you shaved." I said, "Yeah?" He had seen me twice. He had come up here. He goes, "I just noticed. It looks great." Sweet guy. Sweet kid. 3-0. High, ball 4. Works a 4-pitch walk, and they're loaded. Without the beard, now people can see me blush. So that was another thing. Here's Maciel. No stranger to coming through with the bases loaded, CJ Maciel. Well, here's a meeting. Aaron Milam is coming in. I think we might see our first pitching change. Don't worry, we'll get to CJ. Don't worry. The bases are loaded with nobody out. Kreitzman singled through the right side. McGuire worked a walk and an excellent at-bat, and Anderson took 4 straight balls to load them up. They're full of blues. See if Keegan Allen is left in to get out of this jam, or if the Saints will indeed deploy their first reliever. Keegan Allen's staying in the ballgame. I'm a bit surprised. They've had somebody warming. Maybe they're not quite ready yet. They look like they have a righty and a lefty both warming. But this will be Allen's hitter to face. He has retired Maciel. CJ is 0 for 2 tonight. And he stands in with the bases loaded. Boy, did CJ have a great night last night. He had a 2 RBI single with the bases loaded. And he takes ball 1 there. And it was the hit that really gave the Blues a sizable cushion, good enough that they could feel they were going to bring home the win. So Maciel, who singled with the bases loaded yesterday, gets another chance here with nobody out in the 4th. 1-0 pitch from Allen, and Maciel takes a strike down the middle. Ball and a strike to the senior out of Cal Baptist. The pitch. Maciel. Another base hit. Run is in. RBI single for Maciel. Lined that one to right center over the head of Holt. And it's 5-1 Blues. They're still loaded and there's still nobody out. And those lines of beer 1 and 2 continue to grow. Nathan Shamela, 0 for 2. Swings through strike 1, but Shamela and Gallegos now the only 2 Blues to have not reached. Maciel's the 4th consecutive to reach here in the bottom of the 4th. Count 0-1 on Shamela. He stands in. Lined out to third base. That ended the 2nd inning. Swings through strike 2. Count 0-2. They're still loaded, full of Blues. Maciel at first, McGuire at second, and Anderson at third. Excuse me, McGuire at third, Anderson at second. They've gotten the run back, and it's 5-1. Allen setting his 1-2 pitch to Shamela is popped up. That looks to be playable. And it'll be Marlowe. That's the first out. Shamela now 0 for 3. And the last 2 times, Matt Marlowe's the man to get him out. Gallegos stands in. He's 0 for 2 as well. Flew out to deep center, struck out swinging in the 3rd. Chance to make up for all that. Bottom 4, bases loaded, takes ball 1 in the dirt. I feel like we saw that the last time we played them, and every time we played them. A lot of their guys like to favor off-speed stuff and the breaking balls early in the count. Sure. That's in there 1-1. Good call, Matt. Back-to-back sliders evens the count. They're loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. That's grounded foul. On 2 strikes to Gallegos. 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. Is it just me, or would you think that after Chase went through the last time he was catching, they'd DH him today? But Bob puts him back out there to catch again.
That's part of it. It's kind of like, the job you signed up for.
Oh, of course. No, of course he did. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gallegos, soft grounder foul. I'm just saying, if I was Chase, I'd be like, let Nathan catch. Come on. Come on, Skip. 2-2 still. Gallegos, who caught a foul ball in the groin. It's the last time I'll say it. I can hear everybody wincing. 2-2 pitch. Gallegos grounds this one to third. Marlowe throws to second. They're going to try and get 2, but we'll only get 1. They get the out at second. 1 run is in on Gallegos. He's safe at first. His fielder's choice makes it 6-1. RBI fielder's choice for Gallegos. And here's Mistoni taking ball 1. Luke, who is 1 for 1 today, has singled and walked, not been retired yet. So the Saints trade a run for an out, trying to get Keegan Allen out of this 4th inning. It's become a lengthy one, similar to the second. The count 2-0 on Luke Mistoni. You can just think about how important a summer like this is for Mistoni to get reps not only at the plate but on the mound and get to show his coaches at Fullerton, hey, this is what I did in the summer, pitching and hitting. Two balls, no strikes. Singled back in the 3rd. Takes ball 3. These 2 teams played on July 3rd here at Sinsheimer Stadium last year. And that one, the Blues prevailed. 5-4 the final. 5-1 our score in the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 pitch. Mistoni looks at ball 4, works a walk. They're loaded again with 2 out. This time for Darcy. Mistoni's reached 3 times, and he's done so in 3 consecutive innings. There's a beach ball being tossed around as well. Look, it's just being kicked around by people. Every time I see it, it's a little more deflated. Darcy takes ball 1. Picturesque day. That shade's coming in. It's only on the mound. A little bit in right field. It's usually what we see with our evening ball games. Time called by our crew chief. Darcy's already tripled in a run. That made it 1-0 Blues. Takes a pitch in the dirt. It's 2-0 now. Two balls and no strikes to the Blues shortstop. The 2-0 from Allen. Darcy swings. Foul. Base is full of Blues with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. And the count 2-1. Keegan Allen trying to get out of this inning. Get through 4. The pitch. Ball 3. In danger of walking in another run. And you have to think if you're Aaron Milam, if that's the case, if Darcy reaches, not sure how much more we'll see from Keegan Allen. He's set, and his 3-1 pitch is on its way. It's grounded foul, so we'll do it all over again with the count full now. Darcy has an RBI triple. He struck out looking in the third. Another RBI chance here with the bases loaded. Here comes Allen. Darcy, ball 4. They've walked in another run. 7-1 now. Anderson scores. RBI walk for Darcy. His second run driven in this evening. And for the second inning of this game, the Blues are going to hit around and send all 9 men to the plate. But Allen will not face Garrett Brooks, who's due up with the bases loaded and 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. We will see our first pitching change. I believe. Yes, we are. We are going to see our first pitching change with our score 7-1, Blues in front, bases still loaded. We'll introduce you to the new Saints reliever when we come back. Rough day for Keegan Allen. Can't get out of the 4th. Responsible for everyone on base. Has already given up 7 earned on 7 hits. We're going to take a short break and introduce you to the new Saints reliever on the other end of this break. You're listening to Blues Baseball on the Blues Streaming Network, and we appreciate you hanging out with us for every pitch.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West indeed. Sinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna
Dominic Dorado, left-hander, called upon to try and end this never-ending bottom of the 4th. There's a pinch hitter as well. At the plate is Colin Villegas, not Garrett Brooks. Brooks ends his day 0 for 1 with a walk, so Villegas will hit 7th and fill in for Brooks in left field. Colin Villegas. The count 0-1, I believe, sure is. The pitch from Dorado, fouled straight back, 0-2 now. Colin Villegas. First at bat, coming with the bases loaded. Bob Miller deploying his first pinch hitter here in the bottom of the fourth. This is one thing that Coach Miller's going to have to juggle for really the rest of the season, is just having a depth of talent, guys that need to play every day, putting them in alternating positions, using pinch hitters like he is here when the Blues have a sizable lead, and give Colin Villegas a chance to gain some confidence if he's able to come through. Takes inside. So understandable, the move understandable given the lead and at the point of the game that we're in. Blues sent every man to the plate in the second. They've done so here again in the fourth. 1-2 pitch. That's low. The lead is 6. Base is still full of Blues. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ball 3. And Harris didn't know where it was for a moment. Recovers it. We'll get a new one and toss it back to Dorado. The Blues, just like they did in the second, have done all of their scoring. Well, it started with 1 out. They've done all their scoring since then. A payoff pitch on its way. Villegas grounds 1 to second. Holt to first, getting over. Blues leave them loaded, but they tack on 3 more. Score 4 in the second, score 3 in the fourth, and send every man to the plate. They've built a sizable lead, and we'll see who's on to pitch. Van Sickle was excellent through 4. So we'll see if his day continues or if the Blues are going to head to the pen. Here's the Dizzy Bat Race. We'll keep it here for this. We've got our runner on the right. We've got our runner on the left. Our PA announcer, Jim Siebert, is going to make them spin like crazy, and they're going to have to run the base paths. I have a feeling this is going to be a tight race. This is going to be a tightly contested one. Doesn't look to be that way now. Runner on the left, sizable lead. Here he comes. He'll take his time. Striding into home. he walked in. He owned it. Dizzy Bat Race, just some of the fun that we have in between innings here at the ball game. Sinsheimer Stadium. No place we'd rather be. Nothing else we'd rather be doing than bringing you Blues baseball on the Blues Streaming Network. And Sickle's going to be out to pitch the 5th. We're back in 90 seconds. To the 5th we go. Peyton Holt in to face Bryson Van Sickle. Van Sickle struck Holt out swinging. First time these two saw each other. That was in the 2nd inning. We're in the 5th, and Van Sickle allowed his first base hit on a Max Blessinger triple. That led off the 4th. Ground ball, foul, 0-2 now. Blessinger scored on a wild pitch, but Donahue, Wong, and Becker were retired in order.
That was his 60th pitch.
Thank you, Matt. 60 pitches now for Bryson Van Sickle, being asked to get through the 5th, and if he's able to do so, it would be his longest outing of the season. Some low-stress innings here. Low-stress pitches, I should say. This is more than likely his last inning. We have not seen a Blues starter, pitcher in general, go more than 5 full, and Cameron Mabey's done that 3 times in all 3 of his starts. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball hit softly back to Van Sickle. Nice glove work and a toss to Mastoni at first is the first out. Four straight retired by Van Sickle. Here's Matt Marlowe, who popped out to the catcher. His first time up. Strike one. And Sickle getting a few more of those first pitch strikes. He's coasting along through 4 1/3. The 0-1 now. Taken in the dirt. In his wind and fires Van Sickle. Strike 2. It looks like it'll be Bryson Van Sickle and Cameron Mabey battling for the lowest ERA as starters, this Blues pitching staff. Here's a ground ball hit to third, and McGuire tosses to first for the second out. Quickly 2 out for Jeff Bowser. Staff ERA 5.88. The lowest it's been all season was 5.68. That was a few games ago. Performances against the Foresters and Oaks had that inflated just a bit. But Van Sickle's ERA, we mentioned it to you at the top, 3.98. There's a fly ball out to center. Anderson makes the catch. It's the longest outing of the season for Bryson Van Sickle. He does it pitching 5 full, only 1 earned on 1 hit. He strikes out 6. And he retires 6 in a row to get through 5. And what an outing it was. So that 3.98 ERA that we're talking about, that thing's going down. Cameron Mabey, after his excellent start last night, he's at 2.7. These two are going to be going at it. Because Van Sickle's ERA is going to take a dive after this gem. Blues lead by 6. How about a little YMCA? Zoom out a little bit. Pan over. How about it? Well, YMCA at Sinsheimer Stadium. Blues fans, the best in the CCL. Here we go. Do it with him, Matt. That's right. Not bad. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. Let everyone else do it. Short break and we're back. It's Dorado on the mound for the Saints. Bottom of the 5th, and E.J. Kreitzman will lead things off. E.J.'s 2 for 2 with an RBI double and single. Dominic Dorado came in relief of Keegan Allen to get out of a bases-loaded jam in the bottom of the fourth. The bottom of the fifth starts with a swing and a miss to Kreitzman. Dorado, senior at Binghamton. Binghamton, got it. No earned runs on the season, so a 0 ERA. This is his third appearance in 5 innings pitched. He struck out 5 batters and only allowed 2 hits all season. And ahead on Kreitzman, 0-2. Matt, do you know where Binghamton is?
North Carolina, I'm guessing.
I wish I could tell you. Kreitzman swings through strike 3. I was just messing with you. Matt Fernandez, Blue statistician alongside. We're in the press box here at Sinsheimer Stadium. Beautiful night. Getting a bit chilly again. McGuire has walked twice. Stands in with no one on and 1 out. Shade encapsulating the entire infield and, well, the whole outfield. Sun will set here in San Luis Obispo about 25 minutes. It has begun. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Feels like the Blues needed a game like this where they get out to an early lead. It's sizable enough where they can bring in pinch hitters. They can get Van Sickle through 5. Again, he was awesome. And just put themselves in a position where they're able to snap a 3-game losing streak, which they obviously hadn't done all season. Only did once last season when the team was hit by COVID and didn't have a bunch of their starters. Kornheiser did go to Binghamton. You're right, Robin. I just don't know where it is. That we were just playing a little joke there. But, yeah, Tony Kornheiser did go to Binghamton. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McGuire grounds this one to second. Holt throws to first, and he got him for the second out. And Anderson now. Good day for Anderson so far. A 2 RBI double. Walk as well. That came back in the 4th. Blues center fielder stands in. Dominic Dorado, the lefty. His first pitch to him, first time is called by our crew chief behind the plate calling balls and strikes. The pitch, ball 1. Okay, it's in upstate New York.
Oh, really?
Yep. Deacon's mom just helped us out. Upstate New York. One 0 pitch. 2-0.
Family, friends of the stream?
Yeah, plenty friends of the stream. Best fans in the CCL. 2 balls and no strikes to Aiden Anderson. That's in there for a strike. Three and 1 now on Anderson as he's ahead on Dorado. Three-one pitch from Dorado, and Anderson, a high chopper. That got by Marlowe at third. Took a high hop, a sharp one. Allows Anderson to reach first base safely. 2-out single for Anderson, his second hit tonight. Maciel with 2 out and 1 man on. Blues up 6. Maciel for the 2nd consecutive night. Got a base hit with the bases loaded. Drove in a run back in the 4th. Dorado starts him out with strike 1 on the outside corner. Throw over to first, checks on Anderson. He's safe. No tag applied by Becker over there at first. The 0-1. 0-2. Slide piece gets him ahead on Maciel. Nothing in 2. Dorado set, and his pitch is outside. Went with the arm side fastball and missed. Off day tomorrow for the Blues, so we don't play on the 4th this season. We were in Thousand Oaks on the 4th of July last year. Blues got a win there. No game tomorrow, off day. Maciel gets the bat out in front of that one, hits a slow hopper to Donahue at short, and he guns him out at first to end the 5th inning. No game tomorrow, but don't worry. You'll get your fix next week. We've got 6 straight games here at home. Tuesday to Sunday, I might just sleep here. 6 straight games at home. We can't wait. This one's not over yet. We're going to throw some tennis balls to that white bucket behind home plate, win some season tickets we don't necessarily need, but it's a lot of fun. As the fans hit them with their best shot, we're going to take a short break and be right back with you. Blues Baseball on the Blues Streaming Network. We appreciate you hanging out.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West indeed. Sinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say?
Ball 1 was just delivered to Cooper Harris, Saints catcher. And now it's 2-0. Bryson Van Sickle is pitching into the 6th inning. Now this is significant because it's uncharted territory for any Blue starter this season. We've seen Cameron Mabey go 5 full innings and not pitch into the 6th in all 3 of his starts. As here's a pop-up, and with this out, Anderson gets the first out of the 6th inning on Bryson Van Sickle's 70th pitch. And this is officially the longest outing by any Blues starter or pitcher the entire season. And Van Sickle will continue to build upon what has been just another spectacular outing for him. F8 retires Harris. Here's Drew Cowley, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both looking against Van Sickle. Half-hearted swing and a miss there, and the count 0-1. Drew Cowley, the Oregon Duck, senior there, fouled off, and it's 0-2. In last year's CCL Showcase game, essentially the all-star game of the California Collegiate League, Drew Cowley, as he hits a ground ball to Maciel over at second, and the toss to first will retire him for the second out. Cowley was named the defensive player of the game in that CCL Showcase game. He is a special player with the glove and the bat. Here's Blessinger. He's got the only hit for the Saints tonight. Tripled in the 4th, scored on a wild pitch. That is the only real blemish for Bryson Van Sickle. Dating back to that, since the triple, he's retired 8 straight. And that's what you do as an ace. That's what you do when you're being leaned on to get your team out of a slide with an amazing outing. It's exactly what Van Sickle's doing. Count 0-2. This might be on pace, and maybe you can run the numbers, Matt. This might be, if he gets Blessinger on the next couple pitches here, would it be his quickest outing, or his quickest inning, in terms of pitches? 0-2 pitch. Missed ball 1. Chance for hot sauce. Van Sickle hasn't struck anybody out since the 4th inning, so why not? Try for lucky number 7, the pitch. He got him swinging. There it is. 7th strikeout for Van Sickle on the change. And he's through 6, allowing 1 run on 1 hit, 7 Ks, only 1 walk, and it's the longest outing by any Blues pitcher. He's gone 6 full in an absolute sparkling gem of a performance. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Blues baseball on the Blues Streaming Network. Sunday evening here in San Luis Obispo, but wherever and however you're joining us, thanks for hanging out. Bottom of the 6th. Here we go with Nathan Shimela facing Dominic Dorado. Shimela fouled a pitch off that was in on his hands. It's 0-2. Shimela 0 for 3 tonight. Still the only blue that hasn't reached. It's very unlike him. Dorado looks in, set for an 0-2 pitch to the Blues DH, Shimela. Fouled another pitch that was in. Nothing in 2. Dorado set, now fires. Shimela softly grounds that one foul again. Stays alive with the count still 0-2. Has seen nothing but strikes. Here's another 0-2. Shimela sends one out to left center. That ball carrying. That ball going back. That ball off the wall. Shimela with a stand-up double. Take that for not getting on base yet. Leadoff double here in the 6th. Gallegos drove in a run in the 4th on a fielder's choice. And the wind carrying another fly ball all the way off the wall. I believe that's the 4th ball we've seen hit off of the outfield. That pitch taken. For ball 1, nothing has yet to leave. And that's, if anything has surprised me tonight, it's the fact that no one's hit a home run. Even though a few Blues have come just a few feet away from going yard. The wind's still blowing out from right to left. Part of the reason the temperatures have dipped. About 10 degrees from first pitch. We were at 73. Now we're at about 63. Feels like 53. 1-0 pitch. That's low. Shimela thinks about taking third, but will skip back into second on the second consecutive pitch in the dirt. Gallegos drove in his 8th run of the season back in the 4th. Looks at ball 3 outside from Dorado, who's now being asked to eat up some innings for the Saints bullpen in this 6-run ball game. We're in the 6th. And we've just surpassed 2 hours of live game time here on the Blues streaming network. Hope you're having as much fun as we are. Zach Ebrahim alongside Blues statistician Matt Fernandez. We're in the press box. 3-0. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Gallegos. They're on first and second with no one out for Luke Mastoni. Now, Matt, let's talk about some serious business. Who has your favorite walk-up song? CJ? CJ's is excellent. For me, it's a tie between Mastoni and Anderson. Anderson's is, whew. Get a little Rick Ross welcome you to the plate. Let people know you mean business. Here's Mastoni. I don't know what Luke's is. I hear it's Jay-Z. Do you know what song it is specifically? I don't either. I like it, though. I want to Shazam it. 444. What an album. 1-0 pitch to Mastoni. Yet to be retired. Has singled and walked twice. Grounds this one up the middle to second. Holt keeps that foot on the bag. Whoa, what a double play turned by Peyton Holt. Unassisted. He slipped going into second base, but kept his foot down, popped back up, made the throw to first, and it's a 4-3 unassisted double play. That was beautiful. Quickly 2 out, and advancing to third was Shimela, but he can no longer score on contact. We need a base hit. The Blues need a base hit, and Darcy will stand in for his 4th at-bat. Did he go round? He did not. Ball 1. Beard is warming. Thank you. Matt? Dorado set. Slider. 1-1. We've seen some nice lefty sliders and changeups from these pitchers tonight. Namely Bryson Mansickle, this man Dorado. Fastball misses, 2-1 now. Darcy with 2 RBI tonight. 1 on a walk, 1 on a triple. Runner at third is 2-1 pitch. That's bounced to the plate. Here comes Shimela. It's 8-1. Scoring on a wild pitch from third. Why'd I wipe the count clean? It's 3-1 still on Darcy. Still 2 out in the bottom of the 6th. Aw, Adam, thank you. Wait, Adam watches the stream? That's news to me. 3-1 pitch on its way. Ball 4. As if this day could not get any better, Adam Stowe is in the live chat. Darcy just worked a walk. Here comes Colin Villegas, but first a word with Dominic Dorado. There'll be a pitching change for the Saints. So we're going to take a short break and introduce you to the new Saints reliever when we come back on the Blue Streaming Network. Having a great time at the ballpark tonight. We're back in 90 seconds. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Runner on first is Cody Darcy. He worked a walk, and the Saints are going to deploy Caleb Reyes to face Colin Villegas. And now both pitching changes that have been made for the Saints have been against Colin Villegas. So in his second pinch hit at bat, he will see a second pitcher. And it's the right-hander Reyes who stands in with 1 out to get, trying to end this bottom of the 6th for the Blues. Down the middle, strike 1. Reyes comes home 0-1, now 0-2. All around excellent performance from the Blues today. Throw to first, checks on Darcy. He's safe. Their offense has only had one 1-2-3 inning. That was in the first. Keegan Allen struck out 2 in the first, retired the side in order, didn't allow anyone to reach. Since then, the Blues have plated 8 runs as Villegas strikes out on 3 pitches. That ends the 6th, and now we head to the 7th. SLO Derby is going to take place out in right. Let's see if we can bring you the SLO Derby. There we go. Who's going to get blue score, U score pricing? Who you got, Matt? Oh, here comes Luck of the Irish. Look at that. Breaking free. Luck of the Irish. If you have a green dot on your lucky number program, blue score, U score pricing for the rest of the inning. How about another look at this crowd? And blue score, U score pricing means you'll be heading to either Beer 1 or Beer Juan, as our guy Juan is manning it over there, all the way down over to Beer 2, where our guy Colin Ryan is this evening. Back for the 7th. Thanks for hanging out. To the 7th we go, top half, and the Saints bat's going to face Ryan Beard for the first time. Beard, the righty, out of the pen. Going to face 3, 4, and 5 for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Kyson Donahue, 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Beard starts him out with ball 1. Tried the corner and missed. It's 2-0. Stay tuned. After the conclusion of this one, we'll be bringing you the fireworks show brought to you by Guaranteed Rate this evening. We'll have the full fireworks show from start to finish here on the Blue Streaming Network. 3-0 pitch from Beard. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Donahue. Gets the Saints offense started here in the 7th. Second walk this evening for Donahue. And only the 3rd base runner for the Saints, which is just staggering. Here's Matt Wong, teammate of Donahue's, not only in summer ball, but in college at the University of Hawaii. Beard setting fires. Slow roller, deflects off the mound, caroms to second, and they turn 2. 4-6-3. Ooh, is Johnny on the PA? What is it, Matt? Now quickly 2 outs. We wipe Donahue off the bases. And Wong, who grounded into a 4-6-3. Beautifully turned by Maciel Darcy and Mistoni. No one on and 2 out for Nathan Becker, who's grounded out to second base both times tonight. And the pitch. Foul tipped, 1-1. Ball and a strike. Off speed in there. Strike 2. Ball started out off the plate. Broke inside. Count 1-2. Beard comes home. Ground ball to first. Mistoni, he had that one deflect off his chest. Beard covers the bag at first. And a nice 3-1 put out. Ends the Saints half of the 7th. It is time to stretch here at Sinsheimer Stadium. We're enjoying a Blues 7-run lead through 6.5. We'll sing a little Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and we'll be back with you for the bottom of the 7th. And the Blues bat's going to look to add on some insurance. Bottom of the 7th underway with E.J. Kreitzman leading things off and taking strike one. E.J. 2 for 3 tonight with a single, RBI double. Having one of his better games as a Blue. Flares that one out into left center, dropping for a base hit. And Kreitzman will have extra bases. His second double. And it leads off the bottom of the 7th. 3-hit game for Kreitzman. And I think we can now say this is his best game as a Blue. McGuire stands in. 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Runner in scoring position is E.J. Kreitzman. Just double to the left center wall. Caleb Reyes. First offering. Ball one outside. Reyes will check second and come home. Missed high. We just had our capacity crowd sing a little Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and they were serenaded by tonight's national anthem singers and 7th inning stretch singers, the Central Coast Harmony Chorus, who have done an excellent job this evening. Ball 3, as they have all year. Really? All right. Villalobos swarming for the Blues. We just saw Ryan Beard pitch a scoreless inning, the top half of the 7th. Ball 4. Oh, a strike, excuse me. Reyes. There's ball 4. And it gets away, so Kreitzman is going to take third while McGuire takes first on the walk. Anderson. Ooh, that was in, and he grounded it foul. I'm not even sure how. Strike 1. 2-hit night for Aiden. Single, 2 RBI double, walk as well. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Blues have 8 runs on now 9 hits. And the pitch. Ball 1. Fly ball out to left center. That ball will carry but not threaten to leave. And the play made by Bowser. Tagging and scoring is Kreitzman, and it's 9-1. Third RBI for Aiden Anderson. Increases the lead on a sac fly. Could say this is his best game as a Blue. Here's Maciel. Maciel with a runner on first. Now 1 out after Anderson's sac fly. Strike one. Reyes. 0-1. Tried the fastball, got the call in the corner, 0-2. Maciel, who had a single with the bases loaded last night, got one again tonight. 3 RBIs in the last 2 games for Maciel. Grounded to short, so Donahue will play it on a hop, throw to second. No chance to get the out at first. They'll get it at second. Maciel reaches on a fielder's choice, and there's 2 out. Shamela, who was the 9th and final Blue to reach in this one, he doubled in the 6th. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Still having a spectacular season. Catcher out of Dartmouth, DHing and batting 3rd this evening. Time called here as Reyes will set himself. Maciel switches places with McGuire, safe at first. 2 out, bottom 7. The Blues lead by 8. Off speed, misses. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. Popped up, shallow right. Coming in is Blessinger, but Holt will make the catch in foul ground to end the inning. Saints second baseman found himself in shallow right, makes the catch. We're headed to the 8th. Ooh, okay. I think we have to keep it here for Footloose Frenzy. Don't you? Let's position our camera accordingly. Footloose Frenzy out in left field. They bring out as many kids as they can. And they take all their shoes in buckets and they dump them out in left center field. And whoever comes back with their shoes first wins. But in reality, we all win because we get to witness this. I mean, we're running out of left field. They're still coming. Look at this. Yeah. Here we go. Nico's got to let him go. Oh my goodness. There we go. Woo! There they go. Footloose Frenzy, just one of the many fun and entertaining things the Blues do in between innings here at Sinsheimer Stadium. Part of the reason why they supply an environment and an experience unlike any other in the CCL. All right, hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of fun in between innings. We're back in 60 seconds for the 8th.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? pitchers and speed. To be the best in the West indeed. Sinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna.
To the 8th we go, and Jared Villalobos pitching for the Blues. The lefty starts his day with a strike. And it's Cameron Constantine out of Texas, pinch hitting for Peyton Holt. Quickly 0-2. We have surpassed 2.5 hours of live game time here on the Blue Streaming Network. That curveball lined out to left and foul for Constantine in his first plate appearance tonight. Filling in for Holt, whose day ended 0-2. 0-2 pitch from Villalobos. Got him swinging. That's the first out. Matt Marlowe, the Saints' third baseman, stands in now. His day 0-2 as well. Villalobos starts him out with a curve that hits the corner for strike one. This is a role that we've now seen Villalobos in past 2 outings. There, grounder to third, and McGuire throws to first. There's quickly 2 out. So we saw Jared pitch 3 2/3 of scoreless baseball in Orange County against the Riptide. That was his first appearance in relief since June 8th. So 20 days later, he goes from starting to relieving, and he has his best outing. Gives up 3 hits in 3 2/3, strikes out 4, only 1 walk. Has seen his ERA dip all the way to 4.26. And this is his 6th appearance of the season. Let's update that count. It's now 2-1 to Jeff Bowser. Fouled off. Bowser 0-2 as well. The Blues pitching staff has allowed 1 run on 1 hit. Just 3 base runners. Fouled off again. Is it 0-2, Matt?
Yes, sir.
Let's take that ball away. Let's fix the count. It's 0-2. Here comes Villalobos. Got him swinging with the slow curve. And a beautifully pitched top of the 8th by Jared Villalobos, who continues to do his thing out of the pen.
No balls thrown in 11 pitches.
He did not throw a single ball in 11 pitches. Wow.
Half an inning.
That was sharp. Blues pitching staff has been excellent. Could argue this is their best all-around performance, and there's still 3 outs to get. But the offense will have their final say here in the bottom of the 8th. Looks like it'll be 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Blues. Byring pinch hitters. We'll see who it is. Nice. We're back in 60 seconds for the bottom of the 8th, and we appreciate you making Blues baseball not only part of your Sunday evening, but your entire 2022 summer, and we hope you enjoy your Independence Day. Bottom of the 8th underway with Chase Gallegos leading things off for the Blues in an 8-run ball game here at beautiful Sinsheimer Stadium as the sun begins to set. It has, in fact, and we're setting up to not only see a Blues win, but fireworks show. So stay tuned for that. At the conclusion of the ball game, we'll have the entirety of the fireworks show brought to you by Guaranteed Rate tonight. And into pitch for the Saints. It's the left-hander, Jacob Widener, a senior at Oral Roberts. Last pitched on the 25th, had a perfect inning against the Crawdads. Scoreless inning, excuse me, not perfect. But it was scoreless. Count quickly 2-0 to Chase Gallegos. Chase drove in his 8th run of the season back in the bottom of the 4th. Blues have tacked on a few more since then. The 2-0 pitch from Widener. That misses. 3-0 now. Blues offense is last chance to add any insurance, I guess. Ahead by 8. Down the middle, strike 1. Three-one pitch. Ball 4. Gallegos works a walk. It's his second walk tonight for Chase. I forgot to Shazam Miss Stoney's walk-up song. We're going to have to ask him. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good point. We can ask Johnny Huber, who's the one playing the songs. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Bottom 8, quick meeting between Harris and Widener. Bring you in closer to see Miss Stoney, who's had an excellent ball game. 2 walks and a single. Luke Miss Stoney, signed by the Blues as a pitcher. Didn't quite know they were going to get these many good plate appearances out of him. That pitch gets away, allowing Gallegos to take second base. He was retired for the first time in the 6th. He grounded out to second. Has reached 3 or 4 times. Widener set, comes home 1-0, now 2-0. Good job by Harris to not let that one get away. Two-0 pitch from Widener. In there for a strike. Two-one. Mastoni grounds this one to short. Donahue. They'll go to third and get the lead out there. Mastoni reaches on a fielder's choice. Cody Darcy. 2 RBI night for Darcy. Tripled one in. Walked with the bases loaded. Also walked in the 6th. So he's reached in 3 of 4 plate appearances. And he faces Widener for the first time with Mastoni safe at first. The pitch from Widener. Ball 1. Has not started a batter out with a first pitch strike.
Yeah. 9 hits.
Ball and no strikes. The pitch high and inside. One out, bottom 8. Blues ahead 9-1. Popped up and out of play. Blues have not had a game be this comfortable in their favor since June 21st when they beat the MLB Academy Barons here at Sinsheimer Stadium 10-1. Since then, they've been playing tightly contested ball games. Other than their 8-run win over the Oaks, 8-run loss against the Oaks, and an 11-run loss against the Foresters. 3-1 pitch on its way to Cody Darcy. It's ball 4, and it's the second walk of the inning for Widener. Third walk tonight for Darcy. He's been an on-base machine, having good at-bats. Here's Colin Villegas. Not anymore. There it is. Luke Pemberton. Pinch hitting for Colin Villegas, and he'll take over for him in left. Pemberton takes a wild pitch inside, and everyone will take 90 feet. They're on second and third with just one out. Mentioned with the Blues up by a sizable margin, Bob Miller being able to deploy some pinch hitters here. He's already sent Villegas to the plate for Garrett Brooks, and now he'll bring in Luke Pemberton to hit for Colin. High, ball 2. Strike 1. Two-one pitch to the outfielder from Pepperdine. Good take there, 3-1. Widener has not worked himself ahead in the count against any Blue he's faced in this inning. He walked Gallegos. He allowed Mastoni to reach on a fielder's choice. Darcy was just walked. Mastoni and Darcy are the runners on second and third, and here's a 3-1 pitch to Pemberton, swung through for strike 2, and the count's full. Payoff pitch from Widener. Got him looking, and Pemberton thought it was ball 4. 2 outs now. Now Kreitzman, who's having his best game as a Blue. He's doubled twice. 1 drove in a run. Also singled in the 4th. Runners on second and third. Kreitzman takes ball 1. Two and 0. Kreitzman, half-hearted, swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Blues looking to take 3 of 4 from the Saints this season. There's a ground ball, hit to first. Becker Fields takes it to the bag unassisted to end the inning. Three outs to go. The Blues lead 9-1 in what has been an excellent all-around performance, hitting, but most certainly pitching. 1 run on 1 hit for Blues pitching tonight. The 1 hit was a triple. The way it scored was on a wild pitch. There have been 2 walks mixed in there as well. It'll be Lucas Gaither to pitch the 9th and get the final 3 and try to deliver the Blues their 11th win of the season. It'll break them out of a 3-game losing streak and give the fans something to cheer about before we get to the fireworks show. So stay tuned for that. Top of the 9th coming up. Fireworks soon to follow after the final out. Go Blues go. We're back in 90 seconds. Thanks for hanging out.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West indeed. Sinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna
Beautiful night sky over the heads of every Blues fan in attendance, and what a beautiful night it's been. Beautiful game pitched by the Blues so far. It's Lucas Gaither to get the final 3 in the top half of the ninth. Cooper Harris 0 for 2 tonight, stands in, Saints catcher. Gaither starts him out with ball 1 for Lucas. Senior out of Cal, and the lefty with a 2.57 ERA. This is his 6th appearance. And he has struck out 8 batters and 7 innings pitched. Last saw him against the Riptide, where he got an out. Ground ball. Foul. 1-1. 3 outs away from a Blues win and 3 outs away from fireworks. So make sure to stay tuned for the fireworks show after the conclusion of this one. I'll give it about maybe 20 minutes after the final out is recorded. They'll position the fireworks out in the left center field, and we'll have the show for you here on the Blue Streaming Network. That'll be our post-game show, our post-game celebration. Blues looking to snap a 3-game losing streak against these Saints and take 3 of 4 from them so far this season. They're strike 2. One-two pitch. Hot sauce wanted by these Blues faithful. See if Gaither can oblige. Set and comes home. There's a little line drive, hit to short. Eats up Darcy a bit. Throw to first, not in time. We'll rule that an E6, and it's a base runner for the Saints. For Cooper Harris. Still no outs in the ninth. Cowley, an uncharacteristic 0 for 3 tonight. Mr. Saint, a legend of the Arroyo Seco Saints organization and the entire CCL. His loyalty to the program and a class act on the baseball diamond and off it. Great to see Drew Cowley back in an Arroyo Seco Saints uniform. The 0-1. Outside, gets away. That runner will take second base. Cooper Harris reached on an air, reaches second base on a wild pitch. Still just one hit for the Saints. It was a Max Blessinger triple, and he scored on a wild pitch. Here's the 1-1 from Gaither. High and inside. Ball 2 on the fastball. Two 1. 3-1 now. Count 3-1 for the left-handed pitcher out of Roseville, California. He'll come home now. Popped up to center. Giving chase is Maciel. Calling for it. Has an eye on it. Drops it in front of him. They're on second and third now. So that's a hit. That's a double. Second hit for the Saints. It's a Drew Cowley double. Quote unquote double, as it dropped in shallow center. Maciel gave chase. Ed Gravel, who we really thought, it didn't seem like Ed was going to have to make a meeting, make an appearance on the broadcast. We were going to have a game without Ed Gravel coming on the screen. I don't know. It would have been strange. But Coach Gravel out to have Quick word with Lucas, who starts Max Blessinger out with strike one. So the Saints have now collected their second hit on a Drew Cowley double. They're at second and third with no out. Still Gaither's ball game to finish. The 0-1. Ball one. The 1-1 pitch from Gaither. That missed low, ball two. Blessinger, the only run to score for the Saints tonight. Swings through strike two. Lucas out there, clean-shaven Lucas Gaither. He's rocking a solid goatee. He had the full beard going. He was trying to look like me. And he said, you know what, I'm going to shave it. Big game, July 3rd, capacity crowd, 2-2 pitch. That missed low, ball three. He's rocking a spectacular goatee, is Gaither, and the count's full. Because if you're going to grow facial hair, you got to take care of it, take it very seriously. Payoff from Gaither. Popped up, right side. Maciel gives chase again. Makes the catch this time. Tagging and not scoring. Or not going, excuse me, is Harris. Harris remains at third with Cowley at second. Now there's one out. One out for Kyson Donahue. Actually, this looks like a pinch hitter. Gaither starts him out with strike one. Oh, it is Donahue. Excuse me. They're at second and third with one out. Donahue 0 for 1 tonight with a couple walks. Ball one. Swinging strike two. One ball, two strikes. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Gaither set. Comes home. Ball two. This is the biggest threat the Saints have had all night, with two runners in scoring position. Gaither's 2-2 pitch. Got him looking. Hot sauce. A little slow heat there, and it was slow. Off speed from Gaither got him looking. Two out in the ninth. Here's Matt Wong. Gaither starts him out with a swinging strike one. Wong 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded out to first. Struck out looking in the fourth and grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the seventh. Gaither's 0-1 to him. Popped up. That's going to drift out of play. So it's 0-2 now. Saints down to their final strike. Blues are an out away. Why not end it with some hot sauce? Count 0-2. Gaither set. Fires. Fouled off. Gaither trying to get out of a mini jam here in the ninth. Second and third. 2 out. 0-2 pitch. Flared out to right and caught. Catch made by Kreitzman. Game over. Blues win 9-1. They snapped the 3-game losing streak. They beat the Saints for the third time in 4 meetings. And they give the biggest crowd of the season a reason to cheer before the fireworks even make an appearance. And the Blues have won today. It's their best combined pitching performance of the season, anchored by Bryson Van Sickle, who went 6 full, struck out 7, gave up 1 hit on 1 run. The pen was excellent as well. The offense hit around in the second and in the fourth, providing a cushion for whoever was on the mound. The Blues score 9 runs on 9 hits, and they take the 9-1 victory into Independence Day. We celebrated early, July 3rd. We got an off day tomorrow. We'll celebrate Independence Day accordingly. We hope you do the same. Blues salute the fans. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. There's a fireworks show to get going here on the Blues Streaming Network, so we're going to settle in. Give it about 20 minutes. Give them time to wheel the fireworks out, and we'll cut the lights, and we'll plug you in to PA announcer Jim Siebert and let him take you through the proceedings as we get you set for our fireworks show tonight. That'll be out in left center field, and excited to bring it to you. I'm excited to see it. Excited to see what Johnny Huber has queued up on the music side. Blues have won today, 9-1. Blues go to 11-14 on the season. They are now 7-9 in the South. They are 6-9 at home, and the Saints fall to 7-10, 5-8 in the South, 4-7 on the road. For the entire Blues organization, I've been Zach Ebrahim saying so long for now. Next person you'll hear from is our PA announcer Jim Siebert when he takes you through the proceedings, and I'll turn into a cameraman and do my best to bring you every second of the fireworks show tonight. Happy Independence Day. We celebrated early, and we hope you had as much fun as I did. Blues win here on what is one of the more fun nights of the entire season, July 3rd here at Sinsheimer Stadium. A Sunday evening contest between the Blues and Saints ends in a Blues win 9-1. I'll step aside, and we'll talk to you in 20 for the fireworks show.
we're about 10 minutes out. We'll give you a 5-minute countdown, and then we'll give you about a 60-second countdown. When the lights go out, it's really dark here at Sinsheimer. We'd like to thank the folks at Guaranteed Rate, our title sponsor for tonight. They are the ones responsible for the fireworks show. Guaranteed Rate is a national mortgage brokerage, and they have an office here in San Luis Obispo.
Love is should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine. That you my nails down and I twiddle my thumb. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby. It drives me crazy. It's just great balls of fire. Good. Hold me, baby. Well, to love you like I love is should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine. That you're my nails and I twiddle my thumb.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Come on, baby. Drive me crazy.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of
Don't forget, folks, we're back in action here at Sinsheimer on Tuesday. 6 straight home games, Tuesday through Sunday here at Sinsheimer. Tickets available online at bluesbaseball.com. We would remind you to please do not sit, stand, or crawl on top of the dugouts. It is dangerous. Thank you.
You're gonna leave them all in there. You don't have to feel like a wasted space. Your original cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds after a hurricane comes a rainbow, maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time you know, you just gotta ignite.
And our interns would really appreciate it if you could look around you and pick up your trash before the fireworks starts. They have to have the place spick and span before they go home tonight, and they'd like to go home and if you would please pick up your trash before the fireworks start, which will start now in 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Five minutes. 5 minutes.
As you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework.
4 minutes, 30 seconds. 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, what a night. Late December back in '63. What a very special time for me. As I remember, what a night. Oh, what a night. You know, I didn't even know her name, but I was never gonna be the same. What a lady, what a night.
Ladies and gentlemen, you made up a great crowd tonight. 2,148 fans tonight. 2,148 fans. Thank you very much for your support of Blues baseball here on the coast. We are 3 minutes out. 3 minutes. Kids, if you haven't found your folks, you might want to find them now. And once again, please do not crawl or stand on top of the dugouts. It's dangerous. Thank you.
I felt a rush like a rolling ball of thunder, spinning my head around and taking my body under.
Coming up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It gets really dark here when the lights go out.
Oh my, got a funny feeling when she walked in the room. Hey my, as I recall it ended much too soon. Why did it take so long to see the light? Seems so wrong, but now it seems so right. What a lady.
Now 1 minute and 45 seconds, folks. 1 minute and 45 seconds. Please find your seats. Please find your children.
When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, ooh, I wanna be there, yeah, in my city.
Coming up on 1 minute, 60 seconds.
So you think you're lonely? Well, my friend, I'm lonely too. I wanna get back to my city by the bay.
30 seconds.
It's sad, there's been mornings out on the road without you charms.
All right, folks, let's count it down together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
traveling far without a home, but not without a star. Free, only want to be free. We huddle close and hang on to a dream. On the boats and on the planes, they're coming to America, never looking back again. They're coming to America, home. Don't it seem so far away? We're traveling light today, in the eye of the storm, in the eye of the storm. Home to a new and a shiny place. Make our bed and we'll say our grace. Freedom's light burning warm. Oh, beautiful, far heroes proved in liberating strife. Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, make God thy gold refined, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. But now wait a minute, I'm talking about America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee. He crowned thy good. Yes, he did. Heavy brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You know, I wish I had somebody to help me sing this. America, I love you, America. You see, my God, he done shed his face on thee. You ought to love him for it, because he crowned thy good.
Blues fans, thanks for coming out tonight. Make sure everybody gets home safe. Happy 4th of July.